Hey Capricorn, it's CJ here from CJ Soul Messages. I hope you're doing really good. I'm going to do your October 2021 general reading for you. This can apply to your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus, or anywhere you have Capricorn placements in your chart. And yeah, with that, I hope you're doing really great. And I don't think there's anything else to say other than let's just start. I'm going to actually start with pulling a card or a few, depending on what my guides and angels want, from the Divine Animal Oracle messages. And then we'll see. And then we'll work ourselves into some tarot. So let's get started. I hope you are doing really great. All right, angels and guides, loved ones, ancestors, and the divine. Please show me clearly what messages you have for our beautiful Capricorns. Lovely earth sign for the month of September. Interesting. October 2021. Maybe September has something to do with this reading. Let's begin. Please show me clearly. Please offer me guidance in this reading for Capricorn. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. What messages? We're about to enter Mercury retrograde shortly, and I can definitely tell because I can't seem to speak very well lately. It's like my words come out all twisted and backwards. Ooh, okay. We've got two. Ooh, we've got elephant and orca. Wow, beautiful. Okay, I'm just going to see if there's any other cards that they want to come out. Anything else? Thank you so much. Elephant is a beautiful energy, and so is orca, actually. Very powerful, powerful animals. What do we got? Oh, tarantula. Okay, great. Thank you so much. All right, Capricorn. I'm just going to turn my meditation music down just a bit. All right, we're going to start with elephant. Beautiful. So, elephant is, in this deck, it's about leadership. It's about taking charge. There's something that you are perhaps needing to take charge of. If you think about elephants, first of all, they are such big, big animals. Beautiful. Majestic in the way that they move, really. The way that their trunk sways. The way that they follow each other. They are in herds. They are so loving and so protective of each other and their young. I love how elephants, they're a community. They take care of each other's babies. They're so, I mean, they're just incredible, really. You know, even when it comes to death, when they lose one of their herd, you know, elephants will go back to that grave many, many times and mourn the loss. So that just is like, they're so deep, and they're so, although they're such huge animals, they seem to have such soft hearts. But they lead, right? They are leaders. They are, you know, they have the elders in their herds, and the elders are relied on to show direction to the younger elephants. So my guides are saying that there's something that you perhaps need to take the leadership, take the energy of the elephant this month in October, and really try and embody yourself in that energy. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous vibrations off of that. Then we have the orca. Again, another powerful, big mammal, but lives in the water, right? And this card is about song lines. And what that means is, you know, again, they are a herd. They herd together. You know, they're a pod. And they include the bloodlines and the ancestors. They travel in, like, it's very often that their herd is with the grandmother and the mother and the daughter and the granddaughter and the great granddaughter. That's how they operate. And they too also really work together to keep the young safe and protect each other. And in this card, that is represented as there's what looks like a little girl. She's sleeping in the sea, and the whales are coming down to look at her, to check on her. They are keeping her safe. They are inquisitive to what is she down there, but they're not aggressive. Not in this card. I know orcas can be extremely aggressive, right? But usually that is when they're in captivity. It's usually not when they're not. When they're in the wild, they're just beautiful. And they have their own song. They have their own communication. All whales have their communication and they can understand each other. But orcas, they have, their community has their own language. So this has something to do with perhaps your family, your extended family, whatever that looks for each of you. Everyone's got different life stories going on. But this seems to be indicating that there's something here that is about your bloodline, your family, and there's something you're needing to take some leadership here on, is what they're giving me. And then your third card that they hold is the tarantula. So this is quite interesting because the tarantula, now there's a tarantula and there's one on her head, and this figure is got webs all the way around her. And I know that could kind of maybe gross out and freak out a lot of people, but the point of this card is tarantulas are about connection. It is about how everything is connected. This figure here is connected to the earth, to the tarantula, to the trees, to the forest, which is connected to the skies and the weather and the moon and the stars and the sun, and everything is connected. So this is feeling very much like there's something you got to take some leadership on here. It is to do with some part of family, and I mean that, again, I use that term loosely because, some of us don't have family anymore, or some of us have a huge family, or some of us have friends and friends that are our family. But it is all about, it doesn't matter, the energy still stays the same. This is feeling very much that there's something, I feel like there's almost like a healing that needs to happen, but we'll see as we go into the tarot. Perhaps they're asking you to not forget about the connections. So, and perhaps you're the one that is to lead in reconnecting. So let's see, let's dive in. Thank you so much, angels and guides. I'm so grateful. Okay, so I'm going to use, the deck I'm using is the Light Seers. So let's begin. Thank you so much, angels and guides. Please offer me guidance in this reading for our Capricorns. All right, we're ready. Let's see. What messages do you have for Capricorn for October 2021? Ooh, okay. Wow. Judgment has just popped out. Beautiful card. Okay, so Judgment is indicating that there is a need for forgiveness. That's interesting. I just did Sagittarius reading and they had that card too. And that reading was quite similar. So if you happen to have Sagittarius anywhere in your chart, maybe give that one a listen. Maybe there's a connection here. Because there's Sagittarius was also about, felt very much like there was a need to forgive, and had a bit of the bloodline feeling and energy with it as well. So Judgment is normally, rebirth, resurrection, rising under the ashes, forgiveness, so that we can Be the phoenix that comes out of the ashes again. Let's continue. Please show me clearly what other messages for Capricorn. Obviously, if someone has done something wrong, judgment will make a fair and just decision. Even regarding karma. Wow, we got the star. So, star is healing, renewed hope, renewed faith. Look at this card. Look at, she's holding the star. There's a beautiful rope that comes down from that gorgeous star in the sky. And she is holding that rope. It's being offered to her. Healing. And that is quite powerful next to judgment. Now, so far, you have 2 major arcanas that have come out. All right, what else? Please show me clearly. So need to forgive so that you can get healing. So that you can restart again. Maybe it's about, maybe there's more, maybe there's a lot of people that have to forgive each other and have healing. And maybe you get your reconnection back. And perhaps Capricorn, you're the one that is going to be leading the way on this. Woo! Okay, that's way too many cards. Yeah, I'm not going to take all of these. That's just too many cards. So, all right. Thank you so much, angels and guides. I am so grateful. But could you give me a little less cards? Thank you so much. Cards are getting a little flumbly now. Flumbly? Is that a word? I don't think so. Okay. All right, what else? Please show me clearly. Cards are really jumpy. There's got to be more. Okay, there we go. We'll stop there. Okay, bottom of the deck is Ace of Swords. So we'll talk about that in a moment. I just want to see what these cards are. Okay, what do we have? Still quite a bit of cards. Okay. Page of Cups. Wow. Page of Cups. Then we've got the Knight of Cups. So that's progression. Ooh, then we have the Queen of Cups. Okay. Then we have the Four of Swords. Just going to move these cards a little bit. Hopefully you can see them. Four of Swords. And we have the King of Pentacles. Father figure, perhaps. And then we have the World. Whew. Capricorn, this is a pretty powerful reading. My goodness. All right. All right. So let's get through it, going through this. So we talked about the Judgment and the Star. They've guided me to keep these above these ones for some reason, but it does, I mean, I guess it does make sense because this seems to be the direction they want you to go on. This forgiveness so that healing can happen. Okay, where do I start? Where do you want me to start here? Okay. So Four of Swords, thank you. Four of Swords. Swords is our communication. It's the element of air. And it is, I love this deck. I love how it's depicted. Four of Swords is rest and recuperation after major heartache, after major pain. And this woman, and again, non-gender specific reading, male, female, apply the energies wherever. But this is, you know, this is obviously a female that is in this nest. So I love this because it's like she is nesting her broken heart. She is taking time to heal and to get rest and to heal, which is so indicative of the Star. The Star is saying healing is going to happen. But it is an indication for sure that there has been something that has happened here that has left you, I'm going to say you because I'm doing your reading, Capricorn. There's something here that has been going on, maybe still is going on right now, that has left hearts broken. And it's been quite devastating, I feel. and really kind of hard to let go of. I mean, you probably operate every day acting like, okay, you got it together, it's okay. But deep inside, I mean, the pain it's still there, right? At least that's what they're giving me here for someone out there. So there is this need to really bring forgiveness in, because we do have on the bottom of the deck, yeah, okay, wow. Okay, bottom of the deck we have Ace of Swords, and we have the Six of Cups. And Six of Cups, that's our emotions. It's the sign of water, or it's the element of water. But if you look at this card, it is referring to something or someone from the past. And because of the energy my guides are giving me, I'm going to say that there's some deep wounding that has happened in the past. And I am feeling like this is with family. So, again, not going to probably resonate with everyone, but for those who it does, take what you can from it. But there's something that has happened, maybe even from the time you were little. Something happened when you were really little, and it brought a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. And perhaps the connection has been severed for quite a long time. And it, the Orca, right? The family, the bloodlines. And so there's this need to actually have to look at it from a different point of view now, to get some clarity on it, to communicate clearly now. Swords are what go on up in our mind, as this picture very much depicts very well. It's how we communicate our thoughts, how we communicate with each other. And Ace of Swords is a brand new start, a brand new way of thinking, a brand new idea. And it is one that is clear. And so there is this need to actually have this different way of seeing things now. So, or having this discussion perhaps with whoever or whomever this is involving, to bring this healing in, so that everyone can be lighter again, so that there can be this unity, as in, like, the elephants, what I spoke of. So that, if this is regarding a family and it is possible to heal, and people want to work together to bring your family back into balance, it is possible here. This is definitely, they're saying this is possible. We have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is water, so it's our emotions, it's our relationships. And the Page of Cups is, kind of in love with the idea of love. That's about the best way I can put it, actually. He's kind of daydreaming. His feet are not on the ground. He's up in the air. A pig is flying here to represent that, just in love with the idea of love, but he's not in love yet, because there's two hands here and it's holding a heart, which you can't probably see at all. But the hands that are joining are still translucent. So it's just in love with the idea of love, which is beautiful. That's a beautiful, excuse me, the allergies are going crazy. That is a beautiful energy to be in. It is, though, one where we have to be a little bit like the Ace of Swords in our mind, that we've got to make sure that we don't get too floaty. If this is about reconnecting a family or a relationship or wherever this fits, try to stay grounded in that, and so that you're not setting yourself up for disappointment later on. That's what they want me to say. Because then we have the Knight of Cups. So we've gone from, it's progression, we've gone from the Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is the romantic out of the entire deck. You can see he's holding flowers here. There's a beautiful, sexy horse back here. There looks like there's a little picnic set up. So he is not only in love with love, but he actually puts the energy into it now, right? Like he's actually making gestures, which is beautiful as well. But then the next card that comes out is the Queen of Cups. So this is the energy that you need to be embodying. The Queen of Cups is mother in tarot. So, as I said, this could be about your mom or your dad. Doesn't have to be, but I'm just saying for some, it very well may be, or a mother or father figure. But they are also saying with the Queen of Cups is you need to be able to stay grounded, grounded in your emotions. The Queen of Cups is very nurturing, very loving, very protective. She's the one that will be there that will kiss your boo-boos. She's nurturer. So nurturing yourself through this process is really important. But the one thing they want me to say, Capricorn, is that it's really important for you to not get swayed one way or the other. The Queen of Cups knows her emotions. She doesn't go high and she doesn't go low. She just stays in the middle and she goes with the flow. And that is where they are suggesting you're going to go. That's where you're going to be. That's how you're going to, that's the energy that you're going to be in. After you've had this Four of Swords kind of rest and acceptance, perhaps, of what has happened. King of Pentacles, the energy I'm really picking off this, and this is your element, right? It's earth, so it's all our tangible things. Or it can be health as well. And, health, physical health, mental health, emotional health, right? For me, a lot of times Pentacles is about our self-worth, our self-confidence, or the lack of. But the King of Pentacles doesn't lack self-esteem. He is definitely a father figure. He has a lot of worldly abundance. He's very calm and he is very grounded in his emotions, in his actions. He can also be someone who gives really great advice. So maybe that's going to be someone that you're involved with, or maybe that's also going to be some of the energy that you're going to be embodying this month. But whatever this is, you do get the world. The world comes out to say, okay, this is completed now. This cycle is now completed, and you are able to begin a brand new cycle, which is so beautiful when you look at these cards and the way that my guides and angels have picked them and wanted me to lay it out, because it does look like this is very transformative. There is some kind of big need to forgive so that healing can start to happen. But I also it's so also important that, be very truthful. Be really truthful with your words. Don't sugarcoat anything. Don't be that Page of Cups of oh yeah, everything's just great and I'm good and none of this bothers me anymore. Be really honest. Take responsibility in your truth. If someone really hurt you, especially if this is your family, speak your truth. You don't have to speak it meanly or hard. You can speak it gently like an elephant, right? Or how the orcas can communicate gently with each other, but get really clear on the words that you want to say and the message that you're trying to get out. And also, at the same time, allow the other people or person involved to be able to express their feelings. No one is perfect in this world, and we are all really trying to do the very best that we can each day that we live, and we all screw up, and we all succeed at different times. I think it's just been it's really kind of been sad to me that there's been so much conflict. Excuse me. That it just feels like the energies lately is that no one's really listening to each other anymore. And anyways, but that's life. It's always probably been like that. But in this reading, it is just really saying, connections are important. You are connected to anything and everything. We all are. And if there is a broken connection here that is wanting to be healed, there has to be some forgiveness. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Please excuse my coughing. There has to be some forgiveness, and there has to be some understanding. And the only way we can get that way, even if we still at the end of the day don't agree with each other, it's okay to disagree. It's just the matter is, can we hear each other at least? It's amazing how much that in itself can alleviate a lot of conflict and a lot of stress. So, wow, this is already a pretty long reading. So sorry, Capricorn. My gosh. I'm going to try and see if they want anything to come out of the fountain deck. And, yeah. Okay, we're ready. All right, no shuffle. Okay, thank you so much. Knight of Wands. Okay, so Knight of Wands comes out. So this is a new journey. This is, you know, he's making progress. Again, it's fire, so it's our creativity, it's our passion, it's all of that. It's also, you know, our passion and stuff with others in relationships. So this is a new start. Let's see if there's anything else. Thank you so much, angels and guides. I'm so grateful. Ooh, okay. 1 second, because a whole bunch flew out. Okay, I'm not going to take this stack because that's a big stack that fell out. But 2 other cards did come out, and they're on the deck, or desk. So I'll take those. 5 of okay, beautiful. All right. This is just confirming what I was saying about the conflicts. It's a 5 of Wands, and 5 of Wands is representative of, you know, conflict. No one hearing each other's side of the view, just fighting and arguing about who knows what, but no one is willing to listen to each other. So thank you, angels and guides. I do truly appreciate, and I'm grateful for giving me that clarity that I am reading the energies correct. And then we got the King of Swords. So another confirmation here. We've got a pair. We've got the Queen. Or no, we don't have a pair. Sorry. No, we don't. But you got the King of Swords. So King of Swords is just another confirmation to really use your sword carefully. Like, not carefully, but use it like, how do I say this? Use your sword, your words, how you communicate. Be the king, you know, be that decisive, you know what you want to say, you know what you want out of it, and you know, use that, use your power, use your words, use your communication so that you are heard clearly. They just keep bringing me back to the elephant energy, It's very powerful here, Cap. I just feel like you're going to have to take the leadership role here. Because if let's say you have some kind of discord within a family relationship, whatever, you're the one for some reason that is needing to make the first move. You know, that is literally what they're giving me. Because someone, I don't know if this is you or the other person or the other people involved, someone is feeling very neglected. Someone is feeling very left out. 5 of Coins. Someone is feeling that no one cares about them. That they're just all alone. So, and underneath that is the fountain. And the fountain in this deck, which is the fountain deck, is again about oneness. It is about being connected to anything, everything in this world, in other worlds. We all are one, which is just the same message basically as a tarantula here. So if there's healing that is needed, healing that you're wanting, you can have it. It's all right here, but it is going to take you needing to be really brave and really honest, but also be very kind and nurturing and, you know, gentle. The Queen of Cups. Just because you've got the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords, that's sharp. It's sharp, kind of, you know, swords they can cut and they can also just, you know, they can injure, right? Or they can just be very clear. So remember to bring in a little bit of that nurturing, that little bit of that soft emotion, as the Queen of Cups would do. If the Queen of Cups was talking to her child, you know, there's a softness there, right? There's also protectiveness here. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's all I can say. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep repeating myself, Capricorn. I do hope that there's something in here that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so I'm now going to just close this reading off. We're going to pull a card or two, whatever my angels and guides wish, out of the Tikashi messages to close this reading out for you for the month of October. I mean, this is pretty deep energy. It's not light, and it's not easy. But everything worth something in this life is usually not easy, and it takes work. But if this is something that you're wanting, you can attain this. And you are highly protected as well with the Fountain card there. Thank you so much, because that is higher than the divine, if that's even possible, kind of thing. Okay, what do we got? Oh. Okay, now this deck doesn't want to go back together. We got love that came out here. Thank you so much. Wow. This is what came out. Love. I'll read it. Open yourself to more of it. Love yourself. You are lovable, and you are worth loving. So maybe this is the feeling of the reading, Capricorn. Maybe you haven't felt loved. You know, maybe you haven't, maybe you just haven't really felt loved. And it has really left some deep wounding. But you're going to get some healing now. Love is all around you always, whether you feel it or not. Your choice. As soon as you let go of the conditions you have placed on love, you open yourself to love from a new direction. Unconditional love may feel different to what you have allowed before. Wow. I'm going to put that on the fountain because it just is perfect. So there's your reading, Capricorn, for the month of October. I do wish you a lot of healing if this is resonating with you. Like I said, not easy, but you've got beautiful energy to work with that is surrounding you, and you are protected. So if this made any kind of sense to you, or if you like my style of reading, I would really appreciate a like, a subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what's going on. It does help me to connect with your energy more, and it lets me know that the energies and messages my guides are giving are getting out to you. And, you know, thanks for being part of, you know, this space, this channel. I am really grateful. I hope that we can continue to make it grow and be here for all of us to have a safe place to support each other and love each other and be kind to one another and just have a place to know that you're safe. So with that, Capricorn, I wish you a beautiful, beautiful month of October, and just take good care of yourself and take your time, you know, take your time. All right, thank you so much, and until next time, just take care of yourself. Thanks.